Friday night baseball on the show, and we come your way from the Motor City of Detroit, Michigan. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Detroit Tigers. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Matt Boyd will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, one of the anomalies of this season, he has just not pitched well at home. Really struggled all season long.
Jose Altuve heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, number 27.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
7-0.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
And you've got a couple of clubs here that are each in first place in their divisions coming in. So you start to wonder, maybe this could even possibly be a World Series preview. But granted, it may be a bit premature, but each of these teams is at least in the conversation.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard to open up the ball game.
Yeah, a nice job there as this one gets right up the middle to start the ball game. Always nice to put a guy in the stretch right from the very start.
Carlos Gomez will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. The fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And a bluff move here to first, but it won't draw a throw. Nobody out, runner on first. There goes Altuve. A pitch out. The throw. And even a pitch out can't do the trick. He's in there at second.
And this is all about a table setter at the top of the lineup doing his job perfectly. Gets on base to start the ball game. Now he's into second on the stolen base, and they're off to a fast start here early on.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Now after the stolen base, any thought of a bunt here to get him to third?
This early, I don't really see the need. I mean, then you're saying we just want to play for one.
Yeah, I think later on in a tight ball game, maybe you might see a bunt, or if you're in the bottom of the lineup. But here, I agree with EK. Just let him hack.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. But right to Cabrera, and that's the first out. With that, we give you a look at A.J. Hinch's Astros lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, fellas, there is nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. And he hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
He's set. Here it comes. Carlos Correa comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, you give a good RBI guy a chance in the first inning, chances are he's going to come through. You see here, he delivers a solid base hit, and the throw home's not in time to prevent that first run from scoring.
Here's George Springer. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's behind the runner to first.
It's starting to look like they want to show some aggressiveness on the base paths here. That's now 2 stolen bases so far in the very first inning.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Tom Noonan will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Batting 6, the left fielder.
Boy, this was just a little too close for comfort here. You can see him lining it up out there in center field and then just letting it fly for home plate. But the throw is going to be just a little too late as the run will score on the sacrifice fly.
Gattis now standing in as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. A dozen home runs and 38 runs batted in. A runner on first with 2 away. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
2-0 count, and the pitch. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Two out with the man at first. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here comes the payoff pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Maybin is there. And the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Houston leads this one 2-0. Doug Fister gets the call for game 1 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
And striding in is the second baseman, Kinsler, now to get things rolling in the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Kinsler.
Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Ground ball left side. On to first as Valbeuna throws him out, 1 gone. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Yeah, you know, Kinsler is a difference maker right now. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Cameron Maybin will get his first chance here. 2 for 4 in Wednesday's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Eric Karros, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
1-2, here it comes. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. Still 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. On the ground to the left side. Valbeuna fields it cleanly. Throw on to first takes care of Maybin, and there are 2 away. And with that, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Miguel Cabrera will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
What a great season, but in order to win the Triple Crown, he's going to need some help from his teammates getting on base. He's in the top 5 in RBIs, but not leading that category.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Springer. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They're still down. It's 2-0. Luis Valbeuna will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate, and this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
Jason Castro will stand in for the first time. 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. Swing and a liner. Foul. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees, and you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Jake Marisnick will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. 1 out and a runner on second base. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Now this is exactly how you go about shutting down a leadoff double. He turned right around, struck out the next 2 guys. So now they're going to need a little 2-out magic if they're going to dent that scoreboard.
Jose Altuve will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
And you know, guys, I just love the way he went the other way with that. Now I'm interested to see if he has a similar approach in this at-bat.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
Line to the right side. But there to take it is Cabrera, and with that, the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Astros 2 and the Tigers nothing. Victor Martinez steps in hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
Victor Martinez.
And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball. But even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a solo home run for Victor Martinez. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the Tigers have cut this to a 2-1 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Justin Upton will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Well, that home run a moment ago, estimated at 425 feet. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Oh, and here's one hit high and deep to left field. And they're going to wind up with back-to-back shots here as this ball is long gone. Justin Upton with the solo home run. 19th home run for him on the season as the Tigers have knotted things up at 2 apiece.
Wow, they've definitely gotten after it here to start this inning. That's back-to-back home runs now to the first 2 hitters. On the mound, he's got to be saying, you got to be kidding me.
James McCann will stand in now as we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Grounded to third. There is Valbeuna. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Well, with 2 strikes, you've got to protect up there, even on a curveball that's a borderline strike. But he could only manage to get this one off the end of his bat, and it winds up being a simple little ground out.
Standing in now, Mike Aviles. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers and 19 driven in. Set to deliver the 0-1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Stepping in now, Andrew Romine. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 3 homers, 9 driven in. 2 out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Hit in the air out to left field. Gattis sprinting after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 2-2. Carlos Gomez is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Carlos Gomez.
Into the windup and the pitch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. 1 away here to begin the third.
The batter,
and this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Here's Carlos Correa now. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say,
Well, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Here's George Springer. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. Home half of the 3rd coming up, all even at 2-2. Jose Iglesias digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Line drive to center field, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Kinsler. Here's the first pitch to him. Liner toward right center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Here's Cameron Maybin now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. First and second here with nobody out. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Line softly toward the hole, and that's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Miguel Cabrera will get a shot here in a bases loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Springer is there. Let's see if they try it. And a relay home. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. Victor Martinez stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Lays off 1-0. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Altuve has it. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair, and after 3, it remains a 2-2 tie. Tom Noonan is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
First baseman, Tom Noonan.
Here comes the first pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
One-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1. One pitch is a circle change. It hits the target 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Hit sharply on the ground. Kinsler's there for it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Evan Gattis is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, they've been working the outside part of the plate here these past few pitches, but then they decide to work this one back inside, and it's going to wind up costing them a free base runner.
Here's Luis Valbeuna now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
That's what you need to do after a hit by pitch. Get right back on that horse and fire a fastball in there.
Runner at first here with one away in a 2-2 ball game. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily.
Simple throw over there.
And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Grounded up the first baseline. To Iglesias for one. On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And we are tied 2-2. Justin Upton is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one. Hit to third. Valbuena's got it. A quick out number 1.
The catcher, number 34.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And you can see our top speeds, fairly modest by today's standards, with 93 and 89 being each starter's top speed respectively. James McCann stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. Smoke toward third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 14, Mike Aviles.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Aviles. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
And he takes ball 1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. On the ground to third. Valbeuna takes it in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. Jason Castro will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Chopped foul wide of first. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release.
Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Jake Marisnick.
Here's Jake Marisnick. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. In there, a base hit. Around first, on his way to second now. Around second. He'll try for third. And he is in there.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play in front of him. So he doesn't have to rely on his base coaches, and he's able to make it all the way around safely.
Jose Altuve will stand in. He singled and later scored back in the first. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, here's a little trivia for you, Matt. On May 1st of 2012, Jose Altuve faced Mets pitcher John Rauch.
And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
The center fielder, Carlos Gomez.
Carlos Gomez bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 3 and the Tigers 2. Leading off the inning, Andrew Romine, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. The 1 and 2 pitch. Hit hard to short. Correa is up with it and reined in 1 away.
The shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Leadoff man retired now for the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Line softly out toward left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and the lineup will turn over now for the leadoff hitter, Kinsler. First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. Lined hard toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
So striding in, Cameron Maybin, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
That's one of his best pitches tonight.
Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Altuve for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Tigers leave 1. Still a 3-2 ball game. Carlos Correa will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Carlos Correa.
On his way to pitch number 75. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Set to deal on 2-2. And another foul ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
George Springer ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Now the Tiger skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Shane Green will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Number 61, Shane Green.
George Springer will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And that misses 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
That's just a nasty slider here. It's way off the plate. Plays on the hitter's aggressiveness, and he gets him to go after it.
Into the box now, Tom Noonan. Snap throw from the catcher, but he gets back in time. Throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Must think something's up.
Runners off for second. Grounded back up the middle. Iglesias is up with it. Throw gets him 2 down.
I'm not too sure whether that was a designed hit and run or not. He may have just been going on his own. By running, he does stay out of the double play.
Into the box now, Evan Gattis. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Got him right in the back. Doesn't feel good, never does, but I can think of a lot worse places to get dosed.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Astros leave 1, but they still lead it 3-2. Leading off the inning, Miguel Cabrera, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Cabrera is retired, and there's one away.
Well, he's allowed just 2 runs to this point. Both of them coming on solo homers. Things could be much different now if those had come with guys on base, but as it is, this has been a pretty good outing.
Victor Martinez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Two runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Gomez moves over, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 8,
Justin Upton steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the 2nd. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
In now, James McCann, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And they pitch out here, but Upton's not going anywhere. One and one. Here it comes. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. And there goes Upton. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Detroit. They're down 3-2. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Luis Valbeuna is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Luis Valbeuna.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. This man out for his 2nd inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hot shot down the line, and there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th. He'll take the turn and head for second.
You can see where the third baseman's set up here to start the plate. Well off the line with the left-handed hitter up there, so he has no shot at knocking this ball down as it heads to the corner for what will turn out to be a stand-up double.
Jason Castro takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Alex Wilson will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7.
Alex Wilson.
Jason Castro will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out.
Well, he hasn't swung the bat all that well against the other guy, so hopefully this new pitcher will give him a chance to swing it a little better. 2 strikeouts already.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
And it's quickly 0-2. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
And in a tight ball game, you can bet they'd love to get a little breathing room here. They've got a chance to get some now as they get a double and a single here to start the inning.
Jake Marisnick steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And the runner's coming home. Pitches a ball. And he scores on a daring steal of home.
Well, the amazing thing about this steal of home was that with a right-handed pitcher on the mound, he should be looking at him the whole way. That's all about using the element of surprise there.
The 1-0 delivery. 2-0. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. His first stolen base on the year. Outside, 3-0 now.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The second baseman, number 27,
Jose Altuve will step in. A ground out victim as last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? To Iglesias for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Carlos Gomez stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Aviles over to his right. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they will tack on another on the sac fly, make it a 5-2 game now.
Good job there to pick up an insurance run here on the sacrifice fly. The way their starter's throwing, he may not even need it, but I bet he'll be grateful for that extra cushion, no doubt.
Carlos Correa stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. In there, strike one. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1.
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Drilled right back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
Here's George Springer, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Mark Lowe will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out.
Mark Lowe.
George Springer gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Five runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ball game for the Astros to this point. In there, 1-2 now.
And now here, 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. It's stretch time in Motown. The Astros on top, 5-2. Leading off the inning, Mike Aviles, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And that's in there for strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Hit to short. Correa comes up with it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Andrew Romine.
Andrew Romine will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Pulled toward right center field. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2.
The shortstop.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Jose Iglesias digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Good cut fastball in there. 1-1. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
He's well on his way to a nice series now. 3rd hit so far tonight. These guys are going to need his production here, so a welcome sight indeed.
Ian Kinsler ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
First delivery to him on the way. And that misses. Ball 1. Danger here, as this is a guy who can make this a 1-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. Tigers leave 1. They trail 5-2. Leading off the inning, Noonan, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Hit high and deep toward the corner and right. Aviles giving chase. He gets to it, and oh, he botched it. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Gattis will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. Justin Wilson will get the assignment on the mound here, as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out.
Justin Wilson.
Gattis will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ball game. Maybe something will change for him.
Ball 1.
And think about it, in game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, he's looking like he's a little too amped up out there. He's got to channel that a little more because that pitch wasn't that close.
Very softly hit to the left side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
Luis Valbeuna steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Ooh, and he finds his spot there, 1-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
And this one's in the dirt. Goes to third with it, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here, as it'll remain second and third, but with 1 away now.
These will add up. I mean, in that spot, a single gets you 2 runs, and heck, just putting it in play probably gets you 1. Instead, he comes back to the dugout with nothing.
Jason Castro gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. From the stretch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. Luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Here's Jake Marisnick as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Boy, and if these guys come away with nothing here, they'll have squandered a real good opportunity.
The 0-1 on its way. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam, and the side is retired. 2 left for the Astros. They're still out in front, 5-2. Cameron Maybin will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
You know, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw is there to record the first out.
The first baseman, number 24.
5-2 our score as we get a look inside the numbers. It's our starter comparison for the 2 gentlemen that took the hill to start the ball game.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Now here's the pitch. Down the 3rd baseline. Oh, look at Valbeuna. He's up with it. The throw. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
The designated hitter, number 41.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop. Makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Victor Martinez will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Hit hard, but right into the shift. There is Altuve, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 9th inning coming up. Astros lead this one 5-2. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Jose Altuve, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Number 50 will come in and pitch now.
Pitching for the Tigers, number 50.
Striding in to start the 9th, Jose Altuve, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. swing and a liner, but this will be foul. Again, he sends it out of play. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Up next for the Astros, center fielder, Carlos Gomez.
Striding into the box, Carlos Gomez earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Here it comes. In there at the knees, strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Maybin has it in his tracks. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Number one, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Settling in now, Carlos Correa. He singled his last time up. The pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. Chopped weakly to the left. Romine moving to his right. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, and it remains 5-2. Ken Giles is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 53, Ken Giles.
Justin Upton steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second.
Fielder, Justin Upton.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Giles is ready. Here it is on 1-0. Hit in the air to right field. On the move is Springer. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. James McCann will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Hard hit ball to second, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Every time he comes to the plate, the pressure gets bigger and bigger. He waited until the 9th inning, but got it done.
Mike Aviles will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
J.D. Martinez will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Martinez.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Correa is there for it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Andrew Romine makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Nick Castellanos will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
A runner on first with two away. And that's cut on and missed. So now the Tigers find themselves down to their last strike.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Runners on the move for second. Chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again. He's running again. Pitch misses. The throw down. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
Wow, they are taking a real chance right here. If he gets thrown out, it's turn off the lights, please drive safely time. But he had the confidence that he could make it, and he's able to take second here on the stolen base.
Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. But this will land in foul territory. Still 1-2.
Oh, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Two out here and a runner at second. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball two.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with two away.
And obviously a walk here would be a huge development in this game with two outs in the 9th inning. You don't want to bring that tying run to the plate.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's a good job to come right out here and set the tempo for this series as they finish off a good road victory here in Game 1.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Astros win this thing 5-2. Good night from Detroit.